Hey guys, we back for eighth episode of Shit Talking. I'm right here with my boy Global Cutz. Introduce yourself, dog.
What's up, you guys, man? Well, in the industry, I go by Global Cutz, but all my people, they know me by my real name, bro. But if I say
I don't even know your real name.
if I say my real name, I feel like I'm in trouble. But my real name is Fernando, and those who know me call me Nando, But Global Cutz, that's pretty much
Yeah, okay.
Global Cutz. You know what I mean? That's
All right,
much
cool.
how they know me. Bro.
Now that's like, cause when I met you, I wasn't even a barber, fool.
I know you were a fucking model.
I was a model,
You were a hair
dog.
model.
Sarcastically, right?
He was a hair model.
But yeah, fool, that shit. I always liked the game, but I never knew I had it for real shit. I was kind of pushed in, so I want to know what got you in the barber game.
You know what, bro? I'm third generation.
Oh shit! All right.
So basically, like, my grandpa was a barber, Mexico. My dad was a barber. And so I picked up the barber game because my dad didn't know how to do a lineup. So
But
I
he
was
know how to do a cut.
Yeah. But I was like in middle school, and then this nigga was like, what the fuck is a lineup? So I had no choice but to pick up the machine and started fucking on myself.
Right.
So después de ahí, it was more like, you know what, it's kind of fun picking up these clippers. Started doing my little primos and whatnot. And then that's the jump start. But third generation.
Man, that's tight.
Yeah, bro. Like,
So, do you know how to do the cut with the little machine?
hell no. Bro, every barber who used to use that machine will have like Popeye.
Knockout hands, huh?
Yeah, I have one in my shop.
Because
But,
I have one, but I don't know
but
how to
I'm not
use
gonna
it.
use
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that little force for something else. You know what I mean? But other than that, bro, I'm aware I'm aware of pretty much like the history of barbering. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna use that shit. I
Right,
got
right.
it there nomás para trofeo. My
Yeah,
dad
like
gave
a
it to me.
trophy, yeah.
Yeah, my dad gave it to me, so it means a lot.
Now, that's dope, fool, because I feel like, for me, if my dad would have been a barber, I used to go against my dad.
Like what, competing?
Like, if my dad would tell me, hey, do this, I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Oh, really?
It was so-called not cool. So that's why I kind of seen that you were like a second or third gen. I was like, that's dope that he followed it, fool, because I feel that for a lot of us, we wouldn't have,
Yeah.
just to give our parents like a hard time.
Right.
You know?
Yo creo que a mí me nació, bro, but it was more like for fun.
It wasn't even about money.
Nah, cause I mean I was practicing, but then it's like, okay, I'm charging my cousins like $5 a cut, but like I never really got serious, bro, till like fucking, I was at a point where I was like jobless, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
But this is like high school or after high school?
I was cutting since middle school,
Shit.
22 years cutting, yeah. So when I got my first job as a barber, I'm talking about I already went through like getting fired, working with my dad. Not even as a barber. My dad didn't cut no more. And when he came over here, he didn't cut no more. So like when I got fired working with him, and then I was moving over here doing some shit, working at Domino's to save for my first car. And then whoop-de-whoop. Once I got laid off of like all those options, bro, like I kept looking at yellow pages at the time. And then that's when homeboy was like, well, it's a barbershop. And I'm like, it don't say barbershop here. He goes, well, it's a barbershop. You know how to cut? I know how to cut, but I ain't got my license. So this fool was like, pull up. He's like, hey, bro, I went así como uniformed out, thinking I'm going to get an interview. But this nigga was like, yo, cut hair. Let me see how you cut. He's like, anyway, I was like, I did my cut. And he was like, you get down. You starting on Monday. So from there, bro, is when I kind of like.
You're like, I'm a barber.
Yeah, I like that feel.
How old were you when you first got into like a barbershop at that time?
Fuck. I gotta do the math. I'm probably thinking around maybe like 23, bro.
Oh,
I'm
shit,
37.
okay. You were cutting, but you were never at a shop till that day.
Yeah. Like I had experience, but never with the blade or like barbershop like ethics and knowledge. It was more like a fucking shoebox.
Right.
One machine, one line of a machine, and then etc. So yo empecé, bro, like from the streets and a
Okay.
hole in the wall barbershop.
Okay.
That's pretty much where I started. It was like a little lost gem, you know what I'm saying? Like I started and people were like, oh, this nigga's dope. But from there is when I got the idea of like, this is a cool field, dog. I make money, and it was way better than working 9 to 5 and whatnot.
Right.
So lo que me gustó, the freedom, the whole title of I could do whatever I want type of shit.
Did you like? So, from the get-go, you like the job, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I never like a boss breathing on my shoulder, bro.
All right, cool.
Never did.
So that motivated you.
Yeah. Porque when you started a barber, at a barbershop, you either like pay booth or percentage. Luckily for me, it was booth, meaning I could come in whenever the hell I want and leave
You could
whenever I
cut
want.
whoever you want.
Just pay me my rent and you good. You're your own boss. So to me, that was kind of like, I like this shit. I could dress how I want, be who I want. I learned that barbering was a lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I kind of like that, bro. That's what kind of made me stick to this field.
I used to always give Johnny Compton props because I used to look at this for like, fool, all you guys are dressed to go to like a party to cut. To me, that was fucking dope, right?
I feel like all barbers are fresh as fuck, yeah.
Right? Like, so to me, it was always like a, fool, when I got to go to my job, I got to dress fucked up because you don't want to fuck up the gear, you know?
Uniform or what?
Well, uniform or the trash is clothes because you don't want to get it fucked up. But when I would go into the barbershop, niggas will be fresh cutting, and I'll be like, damn, this is
I never was too fresh, bro. I'm in a room full of guys. I'm not trying to impress none of them niggas, you know what I mean? Appearance-wise, I don't think I was always, like, on point. I didn't give a fuck about that. I let my hands speak, you know what I mean? Like, my work speak for itself. But I see appearance, I didn't give a shit about that. But all my niggas were fresh, Jordans and whoop-de-whoop, but I didn't care about that, bro.
When did you start realizing, like, nigga, I'm dope? Because I feel that's another stage of barbering, right? You're cool, but when did you realize, like, oh shit, nigga, I'm tired?
I think it was a time when at the time when I realized I was at that point, it was word of mouth. We didn't have no YouTube, no social media. It was word of mouth.
No pictures type shit, huh?
So tomaba fotos yo, and then I'll put them as like a poster in my shop.
Okay.
That's my resume. And then I was doing designs, bro. So to me, designs was kind of like a gift that I already had. I knew how to draw, so I implemented that on the scalp. And so those little designs made me stand out from the barbers that were working with me. So yo creo que ahí was an eye opener.
Oh
Just
shit, I got
like,
something.
Yeah, you stand out a little bit. And people were just coming up to me like, yo, I heard you do designs and whoop-de-woo. And that's pretty much my first eye-opener when I realized I got a talent.
Okay, for sure. That's tight.
Like my dad, I used to watch TV with my dad, bro. And my dad was a celebrity barber, bro. My uncle cut the president of Mexico. So it was like, I didn't know my destiny, but look where we are now. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was already in my blood. I had to do some good with it. You know what I mean?
Fucking, when did you get into barber competitions?
So we're gonna speed it up about maybe 4 years after.
Oh, so everything was happening fast.
Well, I was at the first shop for 4 years, bro. And when I was in that shop, I always been that curious motherfucker that's gonna ask questions, Like if you're my boss, I'm gonna find out why you the boss, how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So I always grasp the good and avoid the bad.
Okay.
Esa pinche barbershop, bro, was like a swap meet. Like, fuck that barber, come with me, competition. And then I'll sweep my area, fuck your area. And there was things like that, bro, that I didn't like. The management, the schedule.
The division and shit?
Everything in general I didn't like about the shop. I just knew how to get money at the time, you can say, pero I had bigger goals, so le empecé a preguntar al owner, like, hey, bro, how did you get this shop? How much did you spend? Where do I go to get permits, and etc. So once I narrowed all that shit down, bro, I was ready to open up my own shop.
Oh, shit.
So 2011 was pretty much when it happened. So me encontré un socio, one of my boys that was with it. And we ran with it, bro. We went to Avalon and I think it was 82nd Street, which is like in the hood. But our shit was like, yo, we gonna bring Hollywood to the hood. Good idea, but it kind of backfired. Like, these motherfuckers ain't gonna pay. They gonna start fucking slanging in your shop, posting in front of your shop, you know what I mean? But the vision was there. So yo duré como 4 years before I was able to open up my own shop. But you see the difference, bro? It was the best luxury shop in fucking South Central. 2011. So we were doing it, bro. We had like 6 chairs, and then the back section 3 more, and then another fucking back private section 2 more. Like, we had it going on. So después de ahí, I realized that barbering is another level. And going back to your question, me llegó un señor named se llama Martín from ND Barber Supplies, MD.
MD, I heard of it.
I don't think he's still running the company. He had a problem with his socio.
Okay.
But when this guy would sell his gels and like barber shit, he told me, I'm gonna do a barber battle. I want you to join, do the designs. And I'm like, nah, I'm good, my boy. Like, what the fuck for, you know? I didn't know what the fuck I'm gonna get out of it. So el cabrón me decía, bro, it'll be a good experience and expose your talent and your name and your brand and your shop. And I'm just like, I'm good, bro, because I was making money, so like I didn't really care about all that. I did have an Instagram, but I didn't utilize it
for the business,
as a business aspect. And this nigga came once, came twice, 3 times, bro. So dije yo, all right, Martin, what's up? All right, I'll do it. How do I do it? Blah, blah, blah. He goes, look, you're talented, bro. Tú nomás do what you do. And I said, what design do you want me to do? He goes, come up with a theme. Come up with a theme, and then that's how you got. So I dije yo, okay, cool. Where do I sign or where do I pay, you know? So he pretty much
walked you through.
He walked me through it, bro, yeah. And when the day came, I used my little brother as a model, and this motherfucker got like Cubano hair, bro. This nigga got sick ass hair, bro, like a rug, like a moreno. And I always did designs on him, so dije yo, I'm gonna use this nigga.
Yeah.
So I went to Bakersfield, and you could search it on YouTube. It's called, fuck, dude, Bakersfield Barber Battle.
How long ago was that one?
I'm trying to remember the year, bro, as I speak.
Because I know I went to a barber battle like unos 8-9 years ago.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember that shit, bro, because I know it was, okay, even if, I don't know what year, dog, but I know if I were to narrow that shit down, like, I did put MD Barber Battle at Bakersfield, so if I were to search that shit, I'll find out for you right now. Pero I'll say probably like, what, 2022, like maybe 10 years ago, but I don't know, dog, I don't know.
I was probably there.
And it was in a boxing ring. Was that the one you went to? The chairs were in the boxing ring. No, it was a weird. I know it was in a barbershop for sure, fool. No,
it was not a barber.
It was a dome.
It was like a dome.
And then it was a boxing ring, and they put like fucking 10 chairs or some shit like that in the boxing ring.
It might have been that one, fool.
So that was my first barber battle. And so I chose the category the best design, bro. So I pulled up with my baby mama, my 1-year-old son at the time, and my model. So we were 4 deep. So when I pulled up, I see fucking 10 barbers repping their shop. I see whoop-de-woo. So I'm getting intimidated. Y'all niggas look like some sick ass barbers. You know what I mean? I'm just over here with the family.
By myself, yeah.
So I didn't really feel comfortable going in, bro. But I just kind of said, fuck it. I already got myself into it, and I'm just gonna pull it out. And then I remember being nervous as fuck. Then I have my headphones, so my headphones will make me just fucking focus on the cut. And I already knew what I was gonna do, and I executed. But while I was cutting, bro, I hear motherfuckers in the back tapping me, dog. Like, hey, what you doing? Who are you? Where you from? And I'm over here like, God damn, like, let me cut. So I kept going, but I noticed that a lot of people were looking at me, bro. I look back and there's 20 motherfuckers behind me looking at my haircut, bro. And I look to the left, to the right, and this fool's doing a fucking portrait, and that person is doing this, that person. So I didn't want to do that no more because I got intimidated because I didn't know how to do portraits. So 2 other barbers were doing portraits. I'm doing a fucking California theme, you know. So I'm doing a little bit of all this gibberish bullshit, whatever. And the competition ended, and I remember just kind of scoping out everybody's haircut. Some nigga did Steve Urkel, some fool did El Che. And those are the ones I said, fuck, dude, like, who the fuck does Steve Urkel? Who does El Che? Like, I never done that.
Right.
We talking about way back. I got out the fucking ring, and everybody was going up to me, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? So they hear, yo, fuck, Instagram gotta be the shit. Global Cutz, bro. Follow, you know? So that was kind of like the wake up call for me, because yo, social media is some shit. Once you're into the industry, that's your resume and pictures. And the point of this, bro, is that I could look back, and all those faces that I was going against, they're big now. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember some of the infos?
Yeah, I do, bro. One of them was Diego the barber. He was there that day. So to me, to me, like, I look at that nigga like inspiration, you know, because this fool was always like ahead of me and shit like that. But Diego probably was the biggest hitter that night that I remember. And for me to like win the first place, dog, that shit had me like, whoa, this barber industry is sick. You know what I mean? Like, you could take it to the next level. So I went home with like $500 cash prize, bro. I went home with prices. I went home with like motherfuckers knowing me. Y después de ahí is when I was like, I kind of like this shit. The next competition that MD Barber Battle did, I was the judge. So I started competing. Then I became the judge. Y después de ahí, bro, judge, competed. But most of the time, I would say 90% of the time I competed, I win. So I was like, boom, boom. And then every time I go to an event, I see the same motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was learning a lot, bro, as I go, that the big hitters are seeing who's up, who's coming up, who's trying, who's failing, you know what I mean? But that little big circle of big motherfuckers was becoming smaller. I started to really like fucking use Instagram and as in like, yo, who's dope in New York, who's dope in here. Pacino's, Eric Pacino, that nigga became like my role model. Because everybody kept talking about Pacino.
Right.
Y yo decía, who the fuck is this nigga? So I went in my Instagram and I finally found him and dije, yo, nigga, I'm better than this fool. You know, but what makes him him?
Right.
So I realized that this fool was a platform artist. He does classes, bro, seminars. But he was with Wall. And then he did his fucking app, Pacino's Volume 1. So dije, yo, damn, this guy moves hella dope, but how is he moving with who? So I found out he had a manager. So I started just kind of scoping.
Getting the game type of
Yeah. And I knew once I get, and I was already in barber school around this time because I haven't told you, but at this time, bro, I lost my barbershop. And a year later, I opened up a salon. So tenía 2 businesses, bro. It was booming. But I never had a license. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting hit with state board, and it's like, damn, 5 barbers got caught, 4 barbers got caught. So to the point where it's like fucking cops pulled up on me, and I got a double citation, and now I gotta go to court. So like my world just flipped upside down because I had to let go of both shops. See, with 2 shops, owning 2 shops, working full time to like having no fucking shop. So I ended up in a barber school in Southgate, whatever. Shout out to my fucking Michael. No, I'm sorry. International Academy. I apologize for that. That was the only school that opened up the doors for me, bro.
Okay.
Se llama Angie International Academy. As I was going to school, I was competing, bro. So that competition happened during school. So I come back with the trophy.
Okay.
And fucking, bro, it felt good. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole school was like, whoa, you know, put them up on the map. And I think that was pretty much my starting point on like, yeah, this barber game is dope.
It's gonna take me
It ain't
somewhere.
just about behind a chair, bro. So that was my first wake up call. Like, nigga, barbering is so dope. You can go this route. And as I was in school, I started brainstorming. I want to be an owner. I want back to being an owner. I want to be an instructor. I want to be a celebrity barber. I want to do house calls. Whoop-de-woo, you know.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah. So I started doing my vision board. And during this time, bro, I became like a fucking spiritual person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that was my next breaking point that made me become that made me become a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? That woke me up, shook me up. So me becoming a spiritual person, I started visualizing more dreams, bro. Okay. But hey, like I said, I ain't nothing different than no other fucking barber. But my testimonial will always be different than everyone.
Right,
you know?
right.
Because it gets worse, bro. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm a person that believes in the law of the universe, right? And law of attraction and shit like that. Mm-hmm. This is I really always share this real quick. Yo debía como about 30,000 to state board.
Oh, to the state board.
Yeah, like 30,000, my boy. Like I shouldn't even been welcome to any school until I paid that. So when I got accepted, a homegirl named Angie was like, yo, you better just make payments, por favor. I'm going to get you in, but do your part. Make payments. I'm doing you a favor. I'm going to let you in, but you do payments. And I told her for sure, but I ain't give a fuck. You know, I didn't make no payment. I kept going with my hours.
I don't want to interrupt you, but throughout that time that you owe the 30 G's and you weren't making payments, are they fucking with you or are they just sending you letters type shit?
Well, you're always gonna get that mail.
Also,
You know what I'm saying?
they are fucking with you.
They're
no?
gonna remind you.
Okay.
They're gonna remind you, but at the same time, you're limited.
Oh.
You can't go to barber school. You can't fucking have a barbershop running. You're not even allowed in the fucking industry. So I knew that I had to fucking let go of the shop and the salon. Se vendió. Done. Take master barber school, but I didn't know I had to pay all that to be accepted. So when I knew that was happening, though, I was like, damn, okay. I got accepted. I'm still playing with fire. Whoop-de-whoop. And I was introduced to this documentary called The Secret. You ever heard of it?
Nah.
So this is like a law of attraction.
Okay.
It's called the Secret documentary. Basically, what I understood from that shit was you attract what you think.
Okay.
Ask and you shall receive.
Right.
You ask the universe. Pero dije yo, I'm gonna ask God before the universe. And I said, if this shit is so real, fuck it. Let me see if I can somehow become licensed and kind of skip this fine or delete this fine of my files. You know what I mean? It sounds stupid. But before that, bro, like there's a procedure. I had to meditate to really, really get myself into that thought, that vision, that, you know what I mean? So I started doing some crazy shit, bro. I started meditating and I'm learning about meditation, what it takes to meditate, the first level, etc., etc. Cool. So dije yo, all right, now it's time. I'm already getting a hint of how this shit works. So dije yo, I started meditating and visualizing. For some reason, I'm taking off fines from the system. Como que I visualize myself time traveling or becoming some type of weird ass, you know what I'm saying? And I'll take away some fines. And I kept doing it. So I'm deleting my fines in this fucking session to the point where I feel like, all right, yeah, I already took off all my fines through this meditation. It sounds crazy.
Right.
But then it was like, now I got to hear a guided meditation where I'm going to ask my guardian angel, this humanoid shape thing, you know, a question. My question was, can I be licensed? And I remember going through it, bro, like I'm like meditating, and these words are guiding me. You're touching a rail, you're walking through grass, so I'm going through the whole shit. And finally I meet my guardian angel, which had no fucking face, but it was a humanoid angel that I went through. It was so crazy. Y luego, I remember asking him, am I going to be licensed? He or she said no. So I shook it off, and you got to come back to reality. Woke up. The next day, I did it again. The next day, I said, yeah. So now it's like, whoa, this is it's going somewhere. I'm Catholic, bro, but I'm introduced into the spiritual world. I like it. It's happening. So I say, yeah. So I go back to barber school. Y le digo yo al owner, hey, bro, can I sign up for my was it my pre-app? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before you hit the 1,500 hours.
Right.
So this nigga was like, nah, bro, you crazy. You owe state board. So I was like, so what? I mean, all I'm gonna lose is my $75 for that, for the application. He was like, all right, Fernando, go ahead, because he don't know what I went through. I feel like I was ready. For some reason I was gonna get accepted. So la firmé, and then I sent it out, bro. And a week and a half later, homeboy goes, Fernando, here's your mail. Pero así como sin ganas, like, like here, making a fool out of yourself. I opened it up, bro, and I see my state board exam date. Like, literally, you're supposed to take the exam date on this day, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I shouldn't even be in this fucking position, bro. Like, is really happening. I owe $30,000, but I got accepted to take my state board exam. What the fuck? So now I go back home, bro, and I give thanks to God, number one. So I started meditating on visualizing a fucking room that I never been at, where I'm going to do my theory, where I'm going to do my practical. I visualize getting my license, bro. I visualize everything for some reason. And I studied my ass off. When the day came, me acuerdo like if it was yesterday. pull up in the building with your fucking little big ass bag, you know what I'm saying, tu monita. Because back in the day, you got to use a mannequin and a real model to shave.
Oh,
So it
okay.
was harder. Now you don't even need a model, you know, it's easier. So I studied theory. I was ready for it, bro. So I get the theory out. So, hold on. Sorry. I'm moving too fast. So as I'm in line, bro, I want to make sure I'm the last one because guess what? Some nigga, they told him in line, you owe. He said, well, yo, you got to go. You owe. Because they swiped your ID. So they hear, yo, fuck, dog, they're going to get me right now. I'm like, I owe 'em. So I'm letting everybody go past me, bro. Because I don't want to be embarrassed.
Right.
And once I'm thinking I'm the last one, a dumb motherfucker comes like an hour late. So I'm, oh, you go ahead, bro. I'm waiting for someone. Me se pendejo. So he goes first. Fucking palms are sweaty, bro. So my turn. I give him my ID. They swipe it, and then they're like, okay, go sit on that table. They hear, yo, what the fuck is happening? Like, I shouldn't even be in his room.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm one step closer every move to my dream of getting that license that I should have never had. I did my theory. I turned in the fucking scratch paper, turned in my pencil. We go to the practical. I execute that, whatever. Not to go into details, but this is the funny part. When we were done, they were telling everybody, go home. 2 weeks later, you're gonna get notified if you got your license or not. When they came up to me and said 2 weeks later you'll be notified, I was like, man, you have no idea. If I go home, I'm not gonna sleep. You have no idea what it took for me to be here. Please, don't. Just let me know if I pass. She looked at me like I was crazy, bro.
Oh,
like,
bro.
what the fuck? Like, go sit over there. So me mandó a la esquina, bro, and I'm seeing everybody come. 2 weeks later, all right, bye. 2 weeks later, bye. Everybody was like, thank you, bye. But me, she called me back and was like, come over here. What did you say? I'm like, man, you have no idea what it took for me to be here. I'm not going to sleep if I go home. I need to know if I pass. So just please tell me if I pass. Y la morena, I don't remember her name, bro, but la morena was like, all right. Started fucking typing and shit. Looking at me like I'm crazy, bro. Boo, boo. And I'm just sitting there, bro, like looking. And then she'll make a face and yo, fuck, I got caught. But then she'll go back. And then she called another lady. She was like, come here. And the lady goes, and I'm like, fuck, I got caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fuck, it's getting worse. So I'm just like this, fuck. And then, oh no, just press that button. Dije, yo, cool, nigga. I'm still like hoping, expecting. Y la morena, at one point, she was like, she smiled, dog, and she looked at me. And she said, you passed, nigga. I got up. And I hugged her ass, fool, like she was my mama. Like, oh, you have no idea what it took for me to get this. You have no idea, mama. I told her, I'm going to buy your ass coffee. I'm going to buy your ass a gift. Así le dije. So not only I passed it, bro, but I was the only motherfucker that left with a printed license, stamped, signed, the whole 9 yards. The only motherfucker out of like.
Did they give it to you right there?
They gave it to me right there. So when I got it, when she gave me the actual print, I couldn't believe it, bro, because dije, yo, I should have never been in this room. I should have never been accepted. I should have never fucking got it.
It's like surreal, right?
I remember I cried in my car. Bro, and I told God, you know what, God? You listen, you guide me through. I got it. I'm going to make a promise. I'm going to give back. That was my only promise I gave God. I'm going to give back. So después de ahí, bro, I get a phone call. You want to be an instructor? You know what I'm saying? And then from there, I started working on celebrities. From there, I started teaching. From there, I started doing showcases. Because there's levels. You compete, you judge, you showcase. You're fucking a VIP guest.
That's
You're
one level.
You know what I'm saying? You're running the show. So I got an experience of doing all that. And I loved it. And I was still being part of the industry.
Kind of like being part of the government if you was a cop type of
Bro,
shit, right?
yeah, you involved in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I got a taste of basically understanding like how social media works. It's a strong platform. So dije, yo, every move I make is critical. So I started understanding the business aspect and whatnot, and I ran with it. Sponsorships, bro, like traveling the world. I went to Romania, like 16 hours from here. I did a barber battle out there, a first American barber battle in Romania, 16 hours. So
Quick question, since you're getting into that, who was your first celeb, if you can remember?
yeah, I remember it was on Avalon Shop on 82nd. Se llamaba King Los.
King Los?
Yeah,
He's a rapper, right?
I don't even know that nigga rap no more, bro.
I think he was a rapper.
Yeah, I think he was signed with P Diddy or some bullshit.
Who was your first sponsor?
Well, that's one thing I was always be careful about.
Okay,
Because look, bro, my brand is Global Cutz.
Right.
So my vision is big.
right.
Global Cutz, I don't want to represent just me. Perhaps a product or like a clothing line or a team. So dije yo, if I'm gonna run with the team, I gotta make sure that we're gonna grow together.
Right.
And I'm not gonna sell myself to that company.
Everybody, right?
Yeah. But I got calls, bro. I got calls from like Elegance, like big companies. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Fuck, dude, I can't even think about the other one. A couple of them, but I ran with the first one. The first one was when I became an instructor. Se llamaba Michael Vincent Academy, MVA.
Right, I heard about
So
that.
it wasn't a sponsorship, but it was my first team that I rode with, MVA.
Oh, a team, okay.
Yeah. And then after, bro, is till today, se llama Caliber.
I seen that, yeah, I've seen that.
So those two. That
Okay.
simple. Wife, I got hit up by was it Red One? I got hit up by Gentleman Republic.
Oh, shit.
Pero the thing is, like, if I don't like your product or some about
You're
it,
not gonna fake
I'm
it
not
and
gonna
shit, yeah.
fucking sell myself, bro. I got a chance to be featured at a TV show. And fast forward, niggas was getting interviewed and whatnot, but they were looking for characters, bro.
Oh, okay.
When niggas went up to me, but they didn't even know. I asked everybody what happened, how'd it go. Oh, they need a funny guy. They need a this. I told production, hey, is this about talent or is this about fucking characters? No, talent. I said, nah, I'm cool. I said, I'm cool. And guess what happened? They were surprised, like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm okay. So they were like, okay, cool. And they called me 2 days later, you made it. You're going to be in a TV show. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I don't want to be part of that shit. But that show never really happened.
Oh, it never happened.
Never happened. I don't even know the name of it, but it never happened. But it was a big vision for the barber industry, but it never happened. But because one thing about me is I'm not gonna roll with like a team or a person or a company that I don't believe in.
If you don't support it, right?
Yeah, if I don't support it, I ain't fucking.
You ain't fucking with it. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I got introduced to Caliber from a barber supply. I went to go buy some Andes Masters. And he was like, hey, fool, I'm going to be real with you. I don't want to sell you something and you're not going to come back. I got these Calibers and I was like, fool, I heard of it, but I never fuck with it. So I don't know what to say. He was like, dawg, you need to fuck with it if you're a barber. So he tells me, look, fool, put it like this. You know where my store is at. I'm not going to sell you something so you don't come back. I'm selling you this product because I guarantee you going to come back. And I'm like, this fool's too strong.
Who told you that?
Se llama...
He was
it's like in East LA. It's a store in East LA. Yeah, it's an actual barber supply in East LA. I don't know the name, but I can look it up. It's in East LA. And this fool's telling me this shit like, fool, I want you to come back. That's why I'm selling you Caliber. Caliber's this much. I don't want to say prices because I don't know if they'll fuck with it. Or if they'll get butthurt, right? Caliber's prices are cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Masters is expensive.
Okay.
But look, this one will give you more hours if you're doing nothing but house calls.
The fucking pitch was good.
And I'm like, hey, dog, I do mostly house cuts, so it's making sense. This shit runs like 2 hours. This one runs 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
It's making sense.
Let me try that.
Then it's made in Japan. And he's like, well, as a matter of fact, he opened it. Try it. Like, what the fuck? This shit feels too soft. I was like, look, fool, I'm going to trust you, dog. So I buy the...
Because Caliber goes by fucking like guns. 380, the fucking 50 cal, and...
I got the 22 slinger.
357. That was like the trimmer? Or?
That's the trimmer. And I got the... What's the one that has the fucking little zigzag?
The 50 cal? Or?
The 50 cal.
50
I
cal?
got the
Yeah,
50
that's the heavy
cal.
hitter one, yeah.
Fool, once I started fucking with those, like, I don't mean to sound fucked up, but the Babyliss and the Andes were kind of like,
Put to the side a little bit.
yeah, cool. But I don't know, like, right? It's kind of like you see everybody rocking Louis and you rock it.
Yeah, motherfuckers do
It's
it because they doing it.
It looks tight. But then you go to H&M. Forever 21 and you're like, man, this shit just feels good. Like, right? So I tried Caliber when I'm like, this shit. So that's how I was introduced to Caliber.
Yeah, I mean, what the first thing that I liked about Barber was the fact that they had gold machines. So you could, oh shit. I never had, I mean, I like gold, dog, you know what I'm saying?
In general, yeah.
I like gold. And go ahead, my boy. And I like gold a lot because a lot of barbers are not rocking with the gold, gold machines, etc.
Yeah.
So I like being unique. I like standing out, definitely. And that was the first eye catcher. Oh shit, these niggas got gold everything. And my boy Jonathan, Jonathan494, that's his Instagram, he's Celebrity Barber. He's the one that told the owner, hey, I mean, the Global Cutz got talent. Check them out. They mandaron un free kit. I mean, it all started from there.
Oh shit. So that's who Jonathan is, your boy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the owner of Deluxe.
Jonathan Deluxe.
Deluxe, right? Yeah. He just came out with the fucking barber stool.
I got it in the barber case. I got the barber case. I got the chair. You know, I'll support him. I got all that shit. And this nigga, it was Jonathan. It was Busco, 5150, and me. We were like the three musketeers. Busco doing all the Morenos, all the fucking up to date 5106 videos. Jonathan doing all the paisas, bro. I see. All the fucking, you know.
Yeah, I see. Mexican region.
En ese tiempo, I moved on to the reggaeton era. So I started doing some Maluma, J Balvin, Farruko.
I saw some.
So us three were pretty much like moving together, fucking with the same shit. So it was a good look.
And y'all became like a team, or?
Not specifically, bro.
Or just supporting each other real big?
Yeah, just supporting. Se me llegaba a mí un cliente from the Mexican region, Jonathan.
Oh, that's your boy.
Si él le llegaba un reggaeton artist, shoot that nigga to me.
Oh, that's good.
So hasta la fecha, bro, we're all moving like that. But the difference is me, I don't really fuck with Instagram like that anymore. Just stories, bro. Just stories.
Yeah. And you guys met in the barber game, or y'all knew each other before?
Yeah, in the barber.
In the barber game.
Jonathan worked alongside of me for like a couple months.
Oh,
I kind of showed him the ropes of how to get celebrity clientele. I gave him the inside scoop, and this nigga did this for celebrity. And from there on, this nigga just had his own wings, and he flew. And then Busco también. I worked with him together también in the academy. So he was kind of like with me teaching and shit, you know what I mean? But this nigga started understanding how it works, so he started going his own route. But we always support each other to
yeah. Hey, bro, as a barber, because I get success to me is different than to others.
Right?
What was your success feel when you hit that?
Well, you know what, bro? It was more like the next level feeling, the feeling of importance.
That felt like
It was when the Michael Vincent Academy I was part of, I was already teaching. Them niggas was like, yo, throw on our shirt. Oh my God, puse la playera. We're gonna go work with DJ Mustard. DJ Mustard was like the top at the time. So dije yo, I'm a little nervous one now, but at the same time, I shouldn't because I know my job.
Right,
I work with a lot of Morenos. It's just about implementing that with an artist. So we drove to a mansion, to a fucking dope ass mansion. So it's my first time being at a mansion. So I'm looking around this bitch like, oh shit, like this is a good look. I started posting it like I'm here, I'm in Hollywood. And then finally the haircut came through, and that haircut was the cover shoot for the Dove magazine. So when people was like, yo, you cut him up, yo, that shit right there made me feel like, you know what I mean? Like I just reached the next level. Porque the first one was King Los, pero como que it wasn't a big impact.
It was just a cut.
Yeah, like, oh, that's dope. But that DJ Mustard was like, damn, look at how you even meet him. Who plugged you up? Who, you know? Because with the E, bro, it was more like, I just ran with it. One week, another artist, another artist, another artist. So people are in the sideline looking at me like, yo, that's inspirational. But then, bro, I was able to raise my prices.
Right.
Consider myself, okay, nigga, I'm not just a regular barber.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that gave me that next level type of shit. I mean,
Let me ask you a question, because as I don't know if you know, but I'm in a lot of fields, right? Because I always tell people, if you don't do it in something, I'm open-minded. In the barber game, a lot of people aim for celebrities, a lot of people aim towards like doctors, right?
Yeah.
You think a lot of it, most of it, some of it has to do with talent or how you push yourself, how you carry yourself?
I mean, it's all a package by the end of the day because anybody can cut.
Right.
But not anybody knows the right people. Not anybody has the right mindset to do it. Not anybody knows the business aspect. Not everyone perhaps could execute a house call at a certain day once that, you know. So I was learning all that, bro, while I was teaching. Because you know how my curriculum, and we do cover working with celebrities, working on set, working with production. So that shit opened up my eyes on like, okay, if you want to move with rappers, look like them. That was the first little, wake up call. Okay, I gotta look like whoever I'm gonna work with to feel comfortable. Having the right equipment, the right image, the right attitude, the right professionalism, the right team, all that plays a big role in the direction you're moving. Because if you're just an average cat without a team, you're very limited.
Right.
Who you know sometimes will bring you up to the next level. That's where I came from. Like, shout out to my boy Robert Valentino. This nigga was the nigga that was putting me on because he was part of the NBA.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I had the right team. This nigga leading me to celebrities, and then the school is making me teach. And so I was with the right team, bro. The fucking owner of Michael Vincent Academy, he has a history of working with celebrities. His wife, so I was at the right place, bro, with the right people. To me, that's pretty much that brought me to the next level of right people.
The reason why I ask you, like, everybody feels like they're the best, right? The funny thing, and I don't know,
I know where you're going with this.
The reason why I say that, everybody feels like they're the best, but when my clients ask me, I'm humbled by barbering. Because to me, it wasn't like something that, I got to it as a stumbling, and I liked it, right? And to this day, I have never felt like the best, right? I'm very humbled by barbering. So the reason why I'm going with this, I know a lot of really talented, but I don't know if this is the way they move, but I never seen them. They haven't reached what I feel where they should be, right? So that's why I asked that question, like, do you feel the way you move, who you hang out with, how you carry yourself as a barber, right? Like, if you just go like cutting and we go, people are gonna treat you that way, like, oh well, he just cuts the music. Like, he's not fully in the door, right? He's not fully in. So that's why I like that certain cuts. Like, if it's mostly talent, because if it's mostly talent, I know a lot of talented dudes there. We cut and we go. I don't really want, like, so I look at it like, dude, if I had your fucking talent, right, like, and it's
you'll move a little differently.
Fool, like I said, I'm very humbled by barbering. Yeah. So when certain people tell me, hey, this will cut my hair, right. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't competing with that fool, right? Because like I said, I know people feel like, no way, but you're a barber. I'm just super humbled by it.
No, hey, bro, I'm like you, man, because that's the reason why I don't fuck with Instagram no more, because I feel like it's like a filter.
Okay.
You know, niggas pull up in West Hollywood and Beverly Hills. Yeah, it's cool. You're posting your here, you're there, you're wearing his chain, you're fucking at the movie store. That's okay. That's cool. But lo que no me gusta is that we have the title celebrity barber. So when I think of celebrity barber, does that mean you cut celebrities or you're a celebrity or barber? I don't want to get it mixed up where I'm gonna walk around like I'm a celebrity for barbers. Oh, nigga.
I am the celebrity.
But no. I don't want to walk around like I'm the celebrity. No, I cut celebrity, but I'm not a celebrity for barber. Because think about the term, celebrity barber. Yeah, you're a barber for celebrity, but you're not a celebrity for barber.
Right.
So when I started seeing a lot of cats walk around like pretty much they're the celebrity, I didn't like that. Bro. I was at barber shows and I'm talking about niggas that got 1 million followers or known. These niggas walking around like they're somebody. I don't like that, bro. So they say, yo, I'm gonna move in silence, bro. I'm gonna move in silence. I don't need to post who I cut no more. I don't need to do none of that.
Right.
So that's where I come in. That's what makes me different from them now. Like, if you ask me, if you here now, I'm at a 4 fucking bedroom, you know what I mean? Like 4 bedroom, me and my son. Like, I'm living good, but all that is behind the curtains.
Right. You don't have to put it out here.
I don't need to do all that shit, you know what I mean? So that's what makes me a little bit different. I'm impacting the community. I'm impacting everyone, but it's like a one-on-one type of shit.
Right.
Whether I have 5 students, 10 students, or whatever that is, I'm okay with it. I don't need to fucking have 1 million views, 1 million likes, 1 million comments. I'm over that, you know what I mean? So a lot of people respect that about me because that's my reputation. When I meet motherfuckers, they know that I'm real and they know that I'm doing good. People like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know niggas that are famous, but nobody likes them. I know niggas that are doing this, niggas that are doing that, but they're not happy at home. They're not living, They're not living comfortable. Something's going on. So my mission was, you know what? Priorities to myself, my family, my son, with the room. And I kept it like that. I'll fuck around in my stories left and right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over that fucking fame shit. I'm getting money, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny that you bring that shit up. A year into barbering, I started making a bunch of videos trying to get my name out there. I get shout out by Barbershop Connect. How? I don't know. For about a month or 2 months, I let that shit get to my head.
Because they posted it or
Because they posted it. So I let that shit get to my head. Where it was like, oh shit, I'm kind of like making a name for myself.
Yeah.
But then I realized, like, I had to sit down and humble myself again, right? Because I was already humbled, but then that made it like, kind of like, man, fuck everybody. I'm tight because they're posting it. And they did it twice. And then World of Barbers, and at that time, Cut Junkies was posting it, right? So I was letting it get to me. So I kind of sat down and I was like, okay, dude, they're reposting it. What are you getting out of it?
Good point.
Right?
What good is it for me to cut Tupac?
Right.
If I come home and just say, I cut Tupac.
That was good.
So I understood that part, bro. With me, it's more like I'm going to make that connection with Tupac, for example, and I'm going to make sure I cut Tupac's people, which become my high-end clientele that are paying $200-300 a cut. So I ran with that, bro. You don't got to be a fucking celebrity to pay me $200-300 a cut. So I got high-end clientele, anonymous motherfuckers, you know, like different race, different age, different fucking, etc. So I deal with high-end clientele, and I don't even brag about it, I don't talk about it, but these niggas are paying more than celebrities, you know?
Right.
The celebrity is kind of like already, it's kind of like what people know me for, but I don't rely on that.
Right.
Okay? Like corto pelo, for example, like my mama, you know, like, I don't gotta post that nigga again, I already cut him.
Right.
You know? And that's pretty much it, bro. I just kind of like, I kind of move, but I'm kind of quiet about it. But deep down, I feel like I'm making a difference and an impact on 1 or 2 niggas.
Right.
I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of barbers that are like teaching their skills, doing seminars. I got respect for those niggas like that.
Right.
Not just the fame. You know what I mean? Because without their Instagram, their life is over though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People that are really doing the impact, right?
Yeah. So those who are doing the impact, I got love for them. I got respect for them. Those who got their brand going and making our fucking feel a little bit easier, those are the niggas that I look up to.
So going back to that way, it humbled me, so I no longer post videos to get a reaction. When I realized like, hey, this is not even getting me followers how I feel it should. It's not getting me clientele. Okay. It went back to like, Instagram is like a joke. You're supposed to just enjoy it. So what I started doing, posting different shit, I'll cut here and there, so people know I'm still doing it, right? But it humbled me again. Like, so when I'm like, fool, you almost let it into your hand.
It does, bro.
Right?
It does.
So I had to like shut myself down. Like, hey, wait, you're not gonna post it too much. Don't post. When I stopped doing that way, just in the past year, I think I pushed 2, 3 kids, a grown guy. He's like 33. Other kids to be barbers. So like I feel good, like, because people get the sense of like, if you only have one job, I mean, if you have 2 jobs, I can't focus if you gotta work 2 jobs to do certain shit. And I would explain like, dude, this is my job. Barbering is what I'm trying to build to become full time and leave that way. Like, you gotta understand, I cannot just jump up and leave it away.
Right.
So throughout that time, I didn't even push him to do it. I was like, dude, you just gotta open your mind.
Right.
If you don't want to be here no more, you gotta do something that would allow you to leave it and come back. So one of my boys, David, became like, he didn't become a barber, but he knows how to cut hair now. I don't know if he's still in the mix, but because of that, he taught his kid how to cut hair. Now his kid is like 15, cutting up his high school homie.
Right.
Which is pretty dope, right? Like, oh shit, I ain't cut it.
Yeah. He's passing the torch. Like,
Right.
He's running with it.
Another kid, that was like 21, he's cutting up his little brothers now. And I'm just kind of like, oh shit.
Right.
Fuck the Instagram. I don't have to post that. I'm even motivating kids to do it.
Or talk about it, brag about it. Yeah.
But, oh shit, this is what it feels like to change 2 people's lives. Okay, this is dope now. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a feeling that you don't gotta say it. You know what I mean?
it's just right. Like,
Yeah. Because as a boss, as a leader, you create more leaders, and the people that they build after, your legacy runs. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I love. Like, motherfuckers that are up here can never fake it with me because, nigga, I know you from the jump.
right.
I know you before you had a car. I know you. You ain't gonna be Mr. Hollywood in front of me, dog. Like, I know. So they act a certain way with people. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's kind of like where I come from, bro. Like, the people that I don't know but are up there, I can't share that with them because they never met me. But I can say, man, I remember your ass being like this or like that. But it's great to see you. You know what I mean? But don't fake the funk on me. You know what I mean?
Nah, but that's what, like, me, I try to help. I try to motivate people that this shit is not cool no more. Right? This is shit that I tell the kids. I even told golf, I was like, hey, that's the shit that I'm gonna tell that shit ain't cool no more. Leave that shit alone. Focus on the money, pretty much. Or happiness. If you're not searching for the money, the happiness is, you know? So that's what I try to do. That's what I try to bring to the table. So with the podcast, I try to like get your stories. So even impact one more person with it. Oh shit. I'm not saying I want to. The other day I was talking to my boy. You don't gotta be a barber or this and that. Nigga, get behind my camera. Be a cameraman and then shoot music videos or do something for somebody else. Right? Like, I try to tell people, get your own way. Like, like I can show you how to shoot the camera with it, and then after that you could do your own shit.
Wrong with it, yeah.
You should run with it, you'll be your own. But I feel like there's a lot of people that their manhood, their ego way getting like, nah, I don't want to say he helped me. I'd rather not do shit. You know, and it's happened to me before, and I think like, damn, you gotta just not accept help from me type shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, cool, like there's a few what you want to do, you know, like I'm just trying to be positive. The most I can help at least 1 or 2 people, that's cool with me. Like, I want to change 1, 2 lives, that's cool with me.
I got people who burn the bridges with me, you know what I mean? That their conscience stays it up.
Right.
Like, you ain't gotta tell nobody nothing. I don't expect you to tell nobody nothing. But you're walking around like, do something else. Like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm cool with it, bro. Like I said, I'm cool with it. I know I can see through people as a fuck me. You know what I mean? So with me, it's like you ain't gonna never fix it. And even like with social media, bro, motherfuckers buy the followers, bro. Like, with them niggas going from 10,000 to 100,000 till it's so young.
Oh, okay.
And it's a dirty game, bro. You know, fake it till you make it. That's cool. But somebody knows the dirt. Somebody out there knows everything about you.
Right.
You ain't fooling everybody, you know. But if you're doing a good deed with your career, I'm not ever gonna say shit about you. But if you're wrong with it and try to portray something or someone you're not, we know when you turn around who you are. Y conmigo, pues, if anybody talks shit, cool. Because whoever they talk shit to, they're gonna be the one like, he's cool. Right. What are you talking about? And that's how I am. So whoever hates on me to this point, that's cool. Free advertising, free promotion.
Right.
Those who didn't know about me know about me. They're gonna figure it out, search me up, cool. And you know, like I told you, like I promised God from day one, and I'm running with it, bro. And He keeps blessing me till today. So,
nah, that's dope. Like I said, it's funny how everything works. It's a small world. I happen to know 3, 4 fools that know you, right? And everybody talks good about you. You know, so here's real info that's my boy. I spoke with him. The other fool ain't cool after school. Lil Johnny. Hey, that's my boy. We're in high school. Oh shit, that's dope. Everybody that knows you talks good about you. And that's what made me reach out. Like, oh, that's cool. I bumped into you at Barber Battle. I bumped into you at a gas station and you were super cool. That's right. I bumped into you. Let me reach out, you know, like to see what he can himself about the barber thing and shit that I can get or that my people can get. You know, like,
that's the reason I'm doing this fucking interview, bro, because it's like, look, man, whoever hears this shit out, hopefully they can grasp a little bit, they can hear some knowledge, that I can motivate them, I can inspire them in one way or another.
Right.
What you're doing, a lot of motherfuckers will do for money, for a job. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing what we doing.
I'm just doing it for love.
I ain't asking for shit.
Yeah.
You're not asking for shit. But you know what? Like, God put you and me together, bro. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So any nigga who hears this shit, bro, hopefully they go back home, you know what I'm saying? And you know, okay, cool. I'll let you just put it. You know what I mean? Or whatever the cost is, you know? And I tell people, like, where I teach, motherfuckers is paying like $2,500, bro, for eight of my classes.
Okay.
So that's good. Like, I love it. The fame and the money, that shit, it comes naturally.
Right.
So when people say I become a barber because of the money, I can tell you, nigga, you become a drug dealer. You'll make way more.
Right.
So the money will follow. So your car's right, stay in your lane, and I guarantee you, you know, you bring up other people, you teach other people, that right there will eventually be a good deed that's going to come back to you. You know what I mean? So my intentions are always to help others and move forward, and I feel like God sees that and He lays with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm at the point where it's like, now I could take it as an advantage, bro. I can use it as an advantage. I want to try out a product. I want to meet someone. I want to go somewhere. Like a fucking simple DM will make it happen.
Right.
Because it reflects on my history, on my resume. So yeah, like my resume is my Instagram. So that's why my Instagram, you could say it was booming. Ahorita, I don't know about now. I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't rely on it.
Right.
But
because outside of that, you're popping.
But I did rely on it at one point because I realized how strong of a platform it is. And every post, every move I made was very, very critical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for those people that listen to wait, you don't want to go with nobody else. But I see where you're coming from. You're a little too fucking humbled up where it's like, oh, go with my homie or who you. No, these niggas coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and look, the reason why I stopped him was because you gotta remember this was taught me everything. To me, this nigga's one of my top 5, right?
yeah.
So you're telling me that you don't like how he does it? Like, nah, we're like, this nigga better to me in my eyes, like, you know, like.
Well, I mean, shit, bro, like como te digo, bro, like if a nigga's gonna wait for you and you don't want to go with X person, we gotta kind of be like, all right, bro, I got you right now. You can't feel bad because you don't want to go with your boy and you want your boy to eat or whatever it is. Because I go through it with my barber. They go, hey, bro, cut it with an old boy over there. We'll beautiful. Nah, I'm gonna wait for you. Okay, let my boy prep you. I'll finish you. Oh no, I'm gonna wait for you.
That's it.
You know? I used to think it's unfair for niggas sitting in a chair, be on their phone, wait all day for a walk-in, and I'm stressing out about, damn, all these niggas pulling up on me. I used to feel guilty, but I looked at my, you know what, I said, these niggas ain't hungry, bro.
Right.
If they want it, they'll get their ass up, they'll go past a business card,
and offer, right.
Now, These niggas are waiting for fucking shit to fall on their lap. You can't blame that, bro. You can't blame yourself or be hard on yourself. Like, you work hard for it, you got it. And then when you have so much demand, you raise your prices.
Right.
And so that's the beauty about this industry, that now I'm in so much on demand. Where I work at, it could be $30 a cup, and maybe I'm only here at 60, 70 bucks, and they're gonna pay. Porque now, they all know who they're going.
Right.
You know, they all know what they're gonna face, what they're gonna receive, who they're gonna go see. I'm at the point where it's like, if a new nigga comes to me as a referral, or be something, I don't go out there and ask you for more clientele. I don't want more clientele. So how is it fair that I'm telling people if they come with me, they ain't gonna go back to nobody? I'm gonna offer this. Cool, if I do a walk-in, let's just say they cancel. I do a walk-in, $30 my bro. They pay me $30. Well, guess what? What's your number? This is where I come in. ¿Sabes qué, bro? Today I did you as a walk-in, but I usually work with appointments, 1 week in advance. My prices are 60. Okay, that's fine. Just go get my number. You ask yourself, why?
Right.
Because I'm already one step ahead. What makes me a better barber than the rest? I'm already one step ahead of the average barber. My personality, my station, my tools, my fucking work ethic, my professionalism, my skills, everything plays a big role. And that's kind of what I teach, bro. What makes you a better barber? Anybody could do a good haircut.
Right.
That's where I come in. You know what I'm saying? So I know the little secrets of what makes me better than you. It's not fixed.
It's not the talent.
No, because the last thing they look at is the haircut. But the experience, they got earned. You know what I'm saying? The consultation, I took you out. Doing more than what they asked for, I did the hot towel, the black face mask, etc. I saw the product and roof. So I kind of already experienced it, bro, as an everyday thing. What makes me better? That. Barbers creen que nomás cut hair and do a good job. No, that's not the answer. Anybody can cut hair. So that's the difference between me and them niggas. I'll take anybody out. That's my mentality. I don't worry about a nigga that's doing this and doing that. I make sure that I stay in the lane, I do what I do, and I let them niggas worry about me. Porque where I'm at, como te digo, 10 barbershops around me, they don't really come to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas are devaluating the barber industry by saying, I charge 20 when everybody else is doing 30. I charge 15. Take your ass to a $15 service. Take your ass to a 20. Take your ass to a 25. I'm giving you what I give you.
Right.
And what I give you is nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying? So these people fucking leave with an experience, bro, and I make them my people, I make them my homies, and that's the way I am, man. All my clients, los conozco like fucking good relationship, bro. What are you doing this weekend? Or perhaps they can plug me up, or they want here, they do that. That's the shit. You know what I'm saying?
So that's my problem with it, where I'm getting into like, I'm focusing on not caring about losing whack clients. There's a difference, right? Whack clients.
And then you started.
I have to. Because look, I have foods that I've been cutting for a long time. And I grow with them. Some you become real cool with, right? You grow with them, or you meet them later and you become real cool. Like, it's to the point of like, anyway, I was 30 minutes late. Me, because I'm so humble by this shit, don't worry about it, dog. Like, I'm not going to sweat it. I'll just push this to a little back. Then you realize, like, cool, like, I got plans at home too, right? So you start fucking everything over the flag. Blah, blah, blah. I'm married, right? So I fuck up all my... I thought you were going to be home at this time. Now we're not going to make the reservation. So now I got to get shit because of you. So... I'm fucked, and I'm gonna admit, I fuck up.
You're weak on that.
I'm weak on that, because look, I don't charge them for being late and for not showing up.
You still gotta go home and deal with
I
it.
still gotta go home and deal with it.
Yeah. To me, that was easy, bro. To me, it's like, as a barber, bro, your time is money, right?
Right.
So if a nigga comes late 15, 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm late on them. I could be late on the niggas for an hour and 2 hours. But you know what, bro? these niggas will sit back and wait. Get it out the way. But if they're late on me, the table's turn. And it's crazy because they respect it. I'm like, nigga, it's gonna be a domino effect now.
Right.
If you're late, the next nigga gonna complain, and it goes to the next 5 foods.
And there's a lot of fools that want their appointment on time, right?
All right.
And this will fucked up. Why should I pay for it?
So it's crazy, and I could be a hypocrite, but the way that I move is like that, bro. No, nigga, if you're gonna be late 15 minutes, bro, nah, nigga, I'm not. Mejor mañana. Or some other shit. I'll tell them straight up. You my boy and everything, but tomorrow, bro. Or you could be my last one if I could. But now I have my own studio / office, so I could just take them to my house.
Okay.
But these niggas know with me, if you gonna pull that shit on me, bro, I'm not gonna touch you.
Right.
I'm not. If you're new, you cut.
Oh, you're done.
You're done. You just fucking made me wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I didn't make shit. But guess what? I always have people that are pending. Hey, bro, if you got 3 o'clock, I'm all booked, my boy, but I'll call you if anything. Hey, bro, so I got 3 niggas pending. So conmigo, I don't lose. I replace. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not everyone has that ability, but if you don't value yourself, they're always going to be bashing on you. Like, it's a business, it's a profession, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't value yourself, you don't carry yourself that way, you niggas are not going to respect you. You know what I mean? If I have dinner with my girl, with you, I'm not going to miss it for one idiot.
Right.
I'm going to tell them straight out, look, but you can pull up all you want, nigga, I'm not going to touch you, though. I'm telling you right now, I got to go have dinner tonight. Si quieres mañana. So tomorrow, I'm still going to go out of my way for you. And if you don't like it, maybe you better wait till next week. It's done. I'll never lose, I always replace.
Do you charge though? Do you charge for it?
Nah.
Oh, okay, you don't even care about it.
Nah, bro, I don't even have a fucking booking app. I just put it on my notes.
Okay.
Because my prices, to me, they're fair. You know what I mean? I'm eating good, whatever it is, but I don't do that, bro. I really don't.
Okay.
Nunca me nació to charge extra. To me, those 5, 10, 20 bucks is not going to make me richer.
Right.
So, personally, my relationship with them niggas is cool as fuck. Because, like I said, we're all cool. So, he's not going to get mad if I be like, fuck you, nigga, you late. Come tomorrow.
The reason why I asked, though, is because I have to get mad at me because they're 30 minutes late. And now, where I'm going with this, what if they do it 2, 3 times in a row?
No. You do it once, shame on me. You know how that goes.
You do it right, shame on
So, once está bien, bro, but twice is like, nah, nigga. Last time I just. So you gotta tell them straight up, bro. As a man, you know what I mean? This is how we eat. So you gotta let them know, nah, bro. It ain't gonna happen. Or perhaps this time. That's it, bro. Si te respetan de your homies, it's that simple. But I'm not gonna let a motherfucker disrespect me or tell me, nah, bro, fuck that move. Nah, nigga, now it's personal. Now I'm putting my clippers down. We gonna talk about something. So I carry myself to that point where it's like, I'm not gonna let a nigga tell me.
Because the furthest I've gone is like, hey, well, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
But it got to a point of like 2, 3 times
No.
in a row.
No. Fuck them niggas.
You know, so it's getting to that point of like, I like to get this. I want to know if I'm wilding out or they not respecting me as a man.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Like, now you're not respecting my business, but you're looking at me as a barber as opposed to like, hey, this is a business.
Yeah.
Fuck this, I'm going to be late, so what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's what I wanted to
You're
learn.
too much of a good person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, in reality, you feel good about yourself when you be honest. Because if you hold it in and you eat it up and you deal with the consequences, you're the only one hurting yourself.
Right.
You pleasing everybody but yourself.
For yourself, right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with so much drama because of one idiot, domino effect. Now, your kids, your wife, your personal sleeper, bro.
Your food. Because we don't need, as barbers, you don't need to eat. If one food's late, now I fucked up your lunch like, oh, now I'm not going to eat this. Now these foods need to show up.
Yeah, so I'm the one that's always late, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what, bro? Like, I have a good side of me, personality, good aspect of me, whatever it is, that I know the psychology of it, where they pull up, damn, nigga, like, fuck, when you gonna get me? And I'm like, sit your ass up, nigga, you gonna be next soon. I have the relationship with my people, but not everybody does. But if you feel like no te llevas with your client, then you gotta be on point. So si no te llevas con the client, they gotta be on point. Pero si se llevan los dos, there's something wrong there. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at. If I'm late, nigga, hold up, dog. I'm home and I got you in 10 minutes. But those 10 minutes are 40. And then they're like, damn, nigga, 40 minutes. And I'm like, you still fucking around with them. But I still cut them up. And they still tip me and they still pay me. So my relationship with my clients are like good. So I think that's probably what makes a difference.
Cool. The thing, I thought I had a relationship with certain foods. Once you put them in the spot, like my boy, you 30 minutes, I'm gonna take care of these two. They're on time. I'm not gonna fuck up their day because of you, and I'm not trying to fuck up my day. So I move them already. Next time they come with a cold shoulder.
No,
That's cool. If anything, that's cool with me,
I
dog.
don't like that, bro.
See what I
When
mean?
a nigga gives me a cold shoulder, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't like to cut fools that don't even like me to begin with. I like to cut a nigga and have a conversation like this.
You're
Hey,
gonna
fool, how you been? Do. Cool, imagine cutting up a nigga that don't.
That's mad at you or...
That's mad at you, because you're not even mad, and you're like,
I'm not gonna like that.
this nigga mad at me for his fucking up. He really don't respect me.
No, I put a homie to the side. I put a homie to the side for a lot of homies. Where they come at me and then they're like, hey nigga, you told me this time. Hold up, nigga, don't talk to me like that. That's when my ghetto side comes out. Like, hey my boy, you're not gonna respect me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm professional, I'm cool. If I fuck up, cool, but you're not gonna come at me sideways because I won't come at you sideways. So I pull niggas to the side though. I'm from the street, I'm from my hood. Hey homie, you better watch the way you talk to me, homie. I'll never do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, bro, if I'm telling you like my bad, if I'm telling you, like hear me out, bro. Don't tell me twice like I'm a little kid, like, hey, boy, you said 3:30. I just told your ass why I'm, you know what I mean? But yeah, bro, like all my people, I feel like we're cool. I got motherfuckers trying to pay me 80, 100 bucks. And I won't squeeze them in. And I won't deal with the bullshit. I don't give a fuck if you pay me 200. You're not gonna fuck me, you're not gonna treat me like a little woman. So, by the end of the day, for some way, somehow, the people skills, the relationship that I have is, we balance it out. Like, chill, man, I got you right now, bro, and then relax, relax.
No, that's dope, because I have certain foods that'll hit me up like that. Hey, squeeze me in at 7 a.m., 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I got this much. I got 80 on it. I got 100. No, it's not about the money.
Yeah.
I already have plans tomorrow. You should have hit me up 3-4 days ago. Nigga, you hitting me up the next day. Like, nah, I don't like, my mind was on waking up at this time. I don't want to tell my mind to forget and wake up now. Like, you're not respecting me, dog. Respect me a little more and hit me up on a Wednesday, Tuesday, you know? So I'm kind of getting more lenient and forgetting the life. Okay, so it's not just about you, right? Like, it's not just you being a nice barber, no way. At the end of the day, you gotta shut that shit and you're a business. They wouldn't do that to another barber.
No.
Because they were, it's business, but we're not just friends. We're friends, but if you fuck with me, you gotta respect the business.
Set the boundaries,
you know? So that's something that I'm kind of like, okay, I gotta like let them know, like, hey, wait, I'm not even joking right now. Like, I'm serious, I'm not gonna touch them. You fucking an hour late and take it however you want. And that's what I gotta give myself instead of being like, hey, wait, we'll wait for 3 foods. And they still get mad like, fool, you're gonna
never gonna please
them, my dog.
You're never gonna please them, bro.
And this, I should stop thinking about the clients that I might lose with the clients that I can get because I feel that a lot of the times, I feel like a lot of clients will come, if I had clients coming every week, they'll start coming every 2 weeks to not bump into that client. And I start catching it like, oh shit.
So it's more than one nigga.
No, let's say like there's 1, 2, let's say I got a couple, backing. But certain foods they won't tell me, but I'll be like, hey, you used to come every other week.
Yeah.
I don't have time. But I notice that when they come in and they see the back clientele, you can see the reaction of it. And I'm just like, oh, maybe if I push this food out, these foods, I'll attract more, right? Like, even with the price raise, you brought that up earlier. I was thinking like, you raise your prices, right? Because you know what you do, right? And instead of focusing on like, all people's not going to want to pay. The whack clients won't want to pay the good clients. Even if you lose 1 or 2, with these clients, what you bumped it up, you made it without that headache.
I mean, the way I see it, bro, it's like, como te digo, it could be a $20 barber, $40, $60, or $80. The sun will shine for everybody, right? You attract what you want. What you put out, motherfuckers, you either go value it or not. So if you're telling me that you can't charge more than 50, then don't. But I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna charge less than 50. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. But why do I charge 50? Why do I put up with bullshit? It's like cada uno should know one.
Right. Everybody knows their own game.
But as far as bad vibes, bro, bad clientele, I don't even know if I could put up with it. Because if I cut a motherfucker that gives me 60, but I don't like them,
You're not even.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna reply to your text no more. I'm gonna make some bullshit up. I might even cut you on a Monday at 9 p.m. I don't know, bro. Because I'm at the position where it's like I could do that. I could let go because I'm a replace.
And you know, that's exactly what I tell people. Cutting a bad client is like going to a job that you don't even like for.
Right.
So, if I'm in a position of like, hey, well, you either get your act together or you gotta go. I only want positive clients, right?
Damn, dog. It's hard to pitch it to them. It's hard. It really is.
Because they don't see it, right?
Yeah. So motherfucker might be bitter, rude, whatever it is. You can't just tell them like I don't like you. You know what I mean? It's more about let me make that nigga make himself fire.
Right.
Himself.
I could get you on a fucking Thursday.
Fucking raise it up 20 bucks. Raise it up 20 bucks. You're not gonna like it. So he's gonna say, I'm sorry, I can't be with you in a way.
Or he's gonna pay it. Right?
So if you pay it, I'm gonna deal with your ass. If you pay it, I'm gonna
So
deal
it's kind of like a win-win, right? Like, you either pay for me to deal with your bullshit, or you bounce on your own.
I'll deal with bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with your bullshit, but
Right.
you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna have, I don't know, like I said, bro, like if this nigga is causing bad energy for your next client, that's bad.
That's bad.
That's horrible.
Cool. The worst one I had with, you're not gonna believe. I was working before I met Israel, at that job, another job. I was working and I was setting up people in the parking lot. Anyway, coming up in the parking lot, you don't even gotta go to the shop. So I'll chop you up real quick and I'll go home. Fuck it. Chop them up. There was this one guy. I left that job to go with Israel guy. I'm like, hey, check this out. You get a cut every week, and I like that. Your haircuts are only 12 minutes. This one had like a high pay, easy one. 12 minutes straight. I was like, look, I ain't even gonna do you like that. Ni tú ni yo, I don't work here no more. I can come before work every Thursday, and I'll chop you up for $3 more. Just let's call it gas money. That's what I said, right? Just to test the water. And we'll just call it because my job was kind of close, but still I had to stop.
Yeah, he ain't got no, yeah, you're going on your way, period.
Let's do $3, bro. Ni tú ni yo. Because I am gonna appreciate like you getting a haircut every week, and your cut is only 12 minutes.
And he should appreciate you going out of your way.
This nigga said, you cannot do that. I'll give you a raise when I want. For sure, left him already.
Fuck that nigga.
A week later, come here. You know the price now, fool. I'm only charging you $3, but that's nothing, fool. It's a soda.
It's nothing.
When I get there, güey, le corto el pelo, which is cool. Yo tengo la maña, güey, de agarrar el dinero, güey. Ponérmelo en la
Not even
bolsa.
counting.
Not even counting it, fool.
That nigga got you?
He got me for the $3. Text him real quick. Hey, wait, $3. This is crazy. You crazy? You cannot go up on me. Who do you think you are? Say less, bro. It's only $3. I don't even need the money. Take care. Find another barber. No, I helped you out. I made you a barber. Not like fool. Like I already told you, keep the money. Like I don't need the money. So like, it's funny like how like $3 would change your person to go from hey I fuck with you to like I don't even like you.
Yeah.
I was just like, and I still get the power like hey wait.
Right.
Hey, bro, like, good luck.
It's support, bro.
Good luck.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's still, like, going at it.
It's support, my boy. Like, I'm sure that nigga has a new iPhone and has a good car, good job. Perhaps popping bottle, I don't give a fuck. But
he was planning to, he was a good tipper on waitresses and shit.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
And I'm like, oh shit, but he's on,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
not
no.
that I care, You will never tip me, but for you to go crazy over $3 for doing my job, and me coming to you, alright,
No, I had clients like that, bro. Motherfuckers a pimp. Motherfucker got this car, got that rims, and he got, man, he's doing his thing. I'm gonna tax that ass. Because I know you throw money left and right. So if you come at me sideways with the price, hey, bro, like, this is what I charge, man. Like, you know, because this stuff is I hit him with that. And if you don't like it, I don't lose. I never lose, bro. you're not gonna affect my pockets.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be replaced.
Because you're not
tomorrow.
gonna make me rich anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my mentality, bro. It's like you never lose, you replace. But if you don't know your own value, your own worth, they're gonna treat you the way you fucking see yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't put up with that shit, though. To be honest with you, I see barbers doing the app and all that. That's cool. But I've been old school as fuck. You know what I mean? I don't want to read no emails and you know.
See, the reason why I don't do no app, I like to deal with you
Yeah.
personally.
Call me.
I
Text
cannot
me.
get you at this time, but I can get you at this time, right? Like, the app is not gonna know my schedule, bro.
Hell no.
So I want to deal with you.
I don't want niggas knowing how many fuckers I do a day, bro.
That's enough.
You're not gonna fucking sit there and tell me, hey, bro, you started at 10, why you leaving at 5? Fuck you, nigga, I'm leaving at 5 because I don't want to leave at 5. That app shit is cool. It ain't me. I'm old school.
That's another thing. Niggas will send me a check. Hey, how many you got today? Hey, bro, I only got like 2 apps.
They gonna go to your app and be like, hey, wait, but you're doing this nigga for 1 hour to 1 hour. You could squeeze me into nah, bro, like, I could see my people doing some shit like that. I got biceps who ain't even got no email, dog. They ain't gonna fucking ever download no app. They ain't got no email, they ain't got no bank account, they got cash. You know what I mean? So, I relate to my clients, and for some reason, I attract motherfuckers that got money because you niggas feel special going to a dope barber. I attract all the fucking drug dealers. I attract cool with me. Like, you know, for example, the gay foods. These niggas are bougie. And they think I could brainwash them and be like, oh, I got you with that VIP after shit. Bullshit. Oh, you got that, yeah. Le quito la capa. There you go, my boy, you ready to you gonna get married now, you fresh. Tip. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that psychology plays a role. All them, you know, people skills play a big role. And that's pretty much how I roll, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the foods I talk about, I go spend $200 on a meal.
Them niggas a lot of niggas pay. Yeah.
The foods that pay the most or have no problem tipping is the most humblest people.
Yeah, they paying this, they give you that $100 bill.
I know niggas that I be chopping up with humble ass people. Humble. They never talk about money. They think, anyway, I went to a club, I did this, anyway, and I gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Tip.
Yeah.
And the niggas like, yeah.
Los que tienen,
That's sometimes like, I don't got it. Hell no, nigga, what you mean? You better go get it.
Nah.
You better go get it, dog. Hell no, that shit ain't gonna work on me.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I got a lot of clients that still pay a little less because they've been with me for like 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. Cool.
Oh, so you're not the only one?
No.
Okay.
If they've been writing for me for a while, you know, they're gonna pay a little bit more, but it's way less than what these niggas are paying.
Because and I don't care if the client's here because there's nothing personal. I know foods that drive from places and they always been on time.
Of course.
They pay a little less than the regular food stuff. Why? Because ever since I started cutting their hair, they never complained. They always hit me on some like, hey, wait, tienes chance para mí? Like, and I'm like, oh, why is this again? He's always being polite and asking when am I free for him, as opposed to like, hey, nigga, I want this. Like, no, it's not. It doesn't work like this. So those type of clients, too, the foods that you know, the clients that you show them, they're like a person.
Right.
Those foods are like they've been in the same class since they started, you know. And sometimes when they walk in, I'll be like, hey, kids, don't need an answer. Give me what it is. Because the fool in the chair might be like, why he pay that? Like, fool, because you not him. This nigga drives from over here. Never complains. Never looks at the fucking mirror. He trusts me. He never asks for a discount. He always has the money on point. That is why he does what he pays.
I had that before it happened. Que me dicen, hey, why is that fool paying whoop-de-whoop? And I'm like, yo me pagó for the party, vemos. You know, this I push it a little bit. But by the end of the day, bro, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Right.
You know. So I got a little bit of clients that are playing that role. And I'm, for example, like 15, 20, 30 bucks less than others. You don't understand why I charge.
Right, exactly. It's that piece, for me, is the piece that them clients bring to you.
Yeah. I see a lot of barbers, bro, that are charging. I'm not gonna lie, man. They charge a good price, good ticket, and these niggas are weak. They're weak. They're not all booked, but they getting their money. So to me, it's like, make your money, bro. I'm not gonna be that nigga that's gonna be like, why are you charging so much? And he's weak. You could do it. By all means, bro, that's good. Hey, look, yo les digo, I don't abuse my prices. I don't. People say, oh, you should be in Hollywood, you should charge whoop-de-whoop. Hey, bro, I'm in my lane, dog. You know what I'm saying? I like cutting low fade, bald fade. If I go to Hollywood, it's going to be regular fucking haircuts. The white boys. This is my fucking shit right here. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm cool with it. Shit, if anything, we making $1 a minute. If you think about it, I'm not going to fucking fight for that, bro. My income, I don't rely 100% behind the chair. I'm an owner, so if I'm in profit from the chair, I teach, I do house calls, I got sponsorship. So I'm doing my shit on the side. You know what I'm saying? So I choose to kind of like move in my lane and make niggas wonder. We cut the same hours, we do the same cuts. People get thinner too much. I love that shit. I love it, bro. Take notes. Don't wonder why a nigga eats or looks or does better than you. Learn from that shit. As a barber, I'm telling you, bro, I see niggas that are on Instagram popping. They do this. Oh, nigga, when I went to your house, you didn't have the shit you was talking about. You ain't driving the shit. You. And it goes on, bro. So you're so very attentive of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be that.
Right.
I'd rather have niggas talk about me cool, but by the end of the day, nigga, I'm living good.
That's why I stopped posting accomplishment on social media. That I went to this dinner, I bought this, I bought. No, if anything, I used to wear a chain all the time. And niggas would be like, hey, fool, how much is that? What would you do if somebody snatched you? Blah, blah. So I was just like, okay. I don't know where they're going with it.
Yeah, it ain't good. Yeah.
And check this out, fool. To me, I'm happier this way. Everywhere's the chain at? I don't even got it, bro.
Yeah.
They're thinking I sold it.
Yeah.
In their heads, I'm doing bad. Damn, are you doing bad? You know what? Just kidding. I started to play with the ball.
Go with it, yeah.
Oh, what car are you driving now?
Yeah.
Who look outside? I don't even have a car.
Yeah.
I was empty. You could tell people's excitement, like, oh, for real? That's what happened, like,
yeah. They see you kind of fall,
and I'm like,
it.
they whose eyes it was. So that puts me to don't post on Instagram. Not ni un par de zapatos, because they'll be like, hold up, is he taking it or not? I don't post shit, bro. Like, I had to learn to, like, don't post your accomplishments are some people's, like, way to, like,
offend them or all kinds of shit, yeah.
There you go, like, oh, he's a like, so I had this thing of like, before DJ Khaled growing up with the funny shit, I used to be on some like, I hate those niggas, like, but not offensively, but it was like a joke me and the homies had.
Yeah.
Like, I watch out for was wrong, right? Like, it was some funny shit.
Fuck, I do that.
Some fools would laugh with it and be like, dude, you guys are stupid. Other guys will take it like anything while you're calling people bro.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh shit, that was not my head. It's a joke that we have in between us, right? So I started like, okay, wait, don't even do it.
Yeah.
Let people believe that now you're in that position.
Right.
Oh, Chens don't post about broke niggas no more because he is the broke nigga. Hey, fool. And let me tell you that since I stopped doing that, when people walk in the shop and don't see nothing, they enjoy it. Every you need to go no more. Yeah, bro, it's kind of expensive right now. They enjoy it.
That's crazy.
Hey, so how many times after this? Fool, you're not gonna believe it, but after you, I only got 200. Like, so everything's not a lie, but like I'm cutting down on what the truth is, right? So I noticed though, a veces ellos se quedan like, to see if it's true that you only got 2 clients. So what do? I take longer.
Yeah.
I make it bored for them. I'll bump the music loud. Now what you're gonna do? You're not in the conversation.
Fucking people going to the shop and then they're like, he's the owner? That's fine. That's cool. I don't need to look like an owner. He's on the wall. He cut him. That's cool. Like, that's okay. Stereotype me or whatever you want. Like the beautiful thing is like when you're a real person, bro. Those that know you could kind of sense it and respect it, but those that don't, they're always gonna talk. They're always gonna say something, but they're gonna say it to the wrong person, and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. They're gonna look bad. They're gonna look bad. And that's it. They won't do it again. Because I'm telling you now, like, and I mentioned this to you earlier, I could become a pastor to someone, and they're still going to talk about it.
Right.
So by the end of the day, bro, we stay in our lane, we move, and if you have a good circle, they're gonna follow, and you're gonna lead, or we're all gonna grow together. So I kind of learned to cut those niggas off. Those who are saying shit, those who envy me.
Right.
Like, you gonna hear it, you gonna see it, you gonna feel it.
You gonna figure it, fool, right away.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. That's it. So, you know what I mean? So I'm at the point where it's like, I don't think I'm going through it no more. Maybe those that don't know me to say some shit, but not no more.
That's
My circle, bro, it's just much smaller. Those that know me, the acquaintances know who I hang out with.
That's why I don't know if Israel, everybody tells you, not to be fucked up, but I stick to myself because I learn from a lot of people want to be in the circle, or a lot of the people that knew me when I was broke.
Yeah.
And my block, when I was growing up, we were like the brokest kids.
Right.
So when I started making it, like doing good, people didn't like that they couldn't come and show up to me anymore.
Yeah.
So you see when people say shit like, hey, when dinero attracts people, like, no way.
Right.
Success pushes people away because they can no longer like excite you at that.
Right.
Like, anyway, look, I got this watch. Like, oh,
And you ain't gonna make them happy.
Yeah, I focus on that.
I used to get it, bro. Niggas would call me Hollywood. Family would be like, no matter how big you grow, you're still my primo. Where the fuck did that come from, nigga? Like, I'm not even changing, dog.
Right.
If you see a change, that means I'm not hanging out with you no more for X reasons. I'm over that lifestyle.
Right.
I'm not gonna spend time with your dumb ass when I could be doing this or with my family or, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that changed. Just valuing my time. That's it, bro. But I'm not a different person. If I were to have $1 million in my pocket tomorrow, I'm not gonna be different. I'm still gonna be living in the hood. I'm still gonna be talking the same way. But there's those people that want to say something. But it's your job to kind of say, okay, nigga, you moving back a little bit further. I got family that fucking envy me, bro. Boom. I got niggas that replace my uncle. I got niggas that replace my cousin. You know, they become a family. My circle is my family. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever worry about that, bro. Let them niggas talk. So, like you, for example, let's just say from here on, that you got 3 years, your podcast nigga is on World Star. You're interviewing fucking famous niggas. All of a sudden, you're gonna get phone calls, interview me. What's up? Put me on. No, nigga. Because you're gonna remember when my shit was going on. You never tuned in. You never watched it. You never promoted me. You never was a part of my fucking mix. So that's something that I've learned along the way. Those who are with you, they respect you who you are. But now that you have it, they want a piece of the pie. Nope. It's clear, though. You know what I'm saying? When I go out, I'm with the nigga I'm with the circle that's pretty much gonna do it big to go home. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna catch me walking around in the club. We don't have a bar, we don't have a table. Summertime, we're gonna be in a fucking yacht. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want to portray, what I want to do, the niggas I want to be on with. I go to barber shows, you're not gonna catch me fucking around with the motherfucking haters. You're gonna see me with the niggas that are part of the show, who are judges, who are doping it. You know, you gotta pretty much label yourself a certain way where you're gonna hang out with those certain levels of people, you know? And that's simple, bro. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time with some knuckleheads that are not worth my time.
No, I learned that.
People see that shit, bro. They're gonna come and they're gonna speak on it, bro. That's it, bro.
I learned that, like, it's funny, a couple of people ask me, hey, wait, you do barber, you do podcast, you edit by yourself.
How you doing?
I asked, hey, wait, you gonna be my co-host, but it's coming through.
What's the catch?
If you don't show, you don't show. Yeah. I'm not gonna bet.
They're probably gonna ask you, like, what is it for me? What is it?
Like, okay, cool, I'll show. Like, and I always tell people I don't have expectations. Right?
Right.
I have once, twice. Oh, you couldn't make it, cool.
Right.
Like, but the episode's out already.
Yeah.
You're not a part of that episode. You're not a part of that episode either. Like, so I start telling people, like, well, I just ask if you want to be a part of it.
Right.
You said yes, but you never show up to the recording.
You didn't pull through.
So, like, I mean, I tell people, I'm never going to stop because I really enjoy it, right? So if the cameraman, if the co-host, if the editor's not going to show up, guess what? I'm going to show up and I'm going to be all for it.
I'm still
I'm gonna
do
shoot the camera. I'm gonna edit, and I'm gonna be the fucking host.
Like as I speak right now, you know, I got some guests at the house. Motherfuckers was waiting, and they were expecting. They came in. I looked at them niggas like, go there, and they're waiting. You know what I mean? So I'm at the point where it's like I got the right people around me, bro.
Right.
These niggas better not come at me with, hey, bro, hurry up. I gotta get like, go on, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, and that's tight, bro. Cause I've been looking. I don't want to say I've been looking, but if I interact with people and they're not in the same space, you could be cool. But it's kind of like, anyway, like I'm trying to become something better than I was yesterday, too, right? So if you talking about like, let's just say, for example, the fools that I interact with, and they're still like, hey, fool, like, I want to beat this girl and I want to shoot this. Hey,
I'm not even.
I'm out.
I'm
real
not
quick.
even. I'm not.
I'm out real quick because, to be honest, I don't even want to portray that fool. I'm a short nigga.
Yeah.
I'm the cool fool. Like, I'm the funny guy. I don't even, I don't need negativity in my life. I never want to be a prison.
You know what I mean? I'm a father. I'm a role model. I'm an instructor.
And I'm the one always telling people that I want to teach the kids to forget about the hood, right? To get the hood shit. Do something better. So for me to fall into the trap, it's kind of like, right? So, but hey, if it was dope talking to you, I just want to ask you a couple more. This was dope as fuck. I wish we had more time, but I was taking time and your clientele, but hopefully there's another time and we can knock out the rest.
Yeah.
It was a dope conversation. I just want to ask you some two questions just to see, like, who inspires you to this day, right? Like, if you could tell me who's your top 5 barbers.
Top 5 barbers?
And the reason why I asked this question is because I don't know nobody that interviews that has this shit, right? Like, and it's dope to shout out somebody that's actually doing that.
Gotcha. Well, you know what, bro? I mean, the top 5, I'll probably say since the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still continuing to fucking make a difference and impact the barber industry, but I'll probably say the top 5, bro, are the ones that I can connect with. Which probably are going to be like, more than anything, my circle, which is my boy Gusto, my boy Jonathan, Basio, Cutz, fucking Bam Dog. So after that, it's kind of like, oh shit, let me see. Chris Basio, he was one that inspired me. Till today, but like he's in the East Coast, I'm here. I'm not really a big part of the barber industry, so we kind of like fell off a little bit as far as the connection, but he's one of them. My boy, he's up to date, you know what I'm saying? We're like innovating ideas and fucking tools and products. He's all okay. His nigga is running with it. Fuck, the 5th one, I'll probably say God, though. I don't know about the 5th barber, but I'll probably say God, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he ain't not a barber, but I got 4 in my mind. I'm not going to make up the 5th one. I'll probably say that, man.
Okay.
I'll probably say, did I say 3 or 4?
You said 4. Alright. No, but that's cool, like, to get to know, like, because I feel like everybody that's not in the barber game, they only know couple. Right?
Yeah.
So I always, like, it's kind of like saying LeBron is the best.
Right.
But there are more that do different shit, right? Like, Iverson had his own shit. Jordan had his own style, right? So I'm a barber fanatic to this day. So, if we could, I'm the type that I don't like to bash at anything that just push the culture type of shit. So, like, if somebody's watching, like, oh shit, who's that Jonathan guy? Let me go look for him. And they might like that, right? Like, because he's cutting up, like you said, and these guys are fans of him. Like, oh shit, well, fuck it, this is my artist. That's tight. You cutting up Maluma. There's a lot of fools that like Bad Bunny. And oh, I'm a fuck with him, right? Like, so just expanding the other people's minds to like get to know these guys, the creative side. It's kind of like following a tattoo artist. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of other talent too.
Right. I know a lot of dope barbers, bro. I really do. But what I'm focusing on is pretty much those who have impacted me, who I can relate with. And that's kind of what I can do. Because, there's a lot of dope barbers, but I could only take it to dope.
Right.
I never had that, like, one-on-one.
With somebody, right.
Yeah, bro. So, I probably won't even hit the 5th barber. because of that. Like I just, with me, it's like, bro, if I met you, but that's kind of where I come in, you know. But there are dope ass barbers, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I could name every city, I'll tell you what barber's killing it, what barbershop, whatever it is. But that's, I just relate with those things that I pretty much come in with.
Because to me, since I started going to Barbershop, I went to the one in Bakersfield, San Francisco, Vegas. I don't know if you went to the one in Hawthorne where Rick Ross and Pacino were at. It was like a club. It was like a club. That's where I met Pacino.
Yeah.
I asked Johnny Compton, hey, who is this thing? Everybody was running up from suits and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, who's this nigga, dog? Everybody's running up to this fool like a rapper and shit.
Yeah.
God, that's Pacino. At that time, I'm talking 10 years ago, fool.
Yeah.
Who is like the most fucking barber around.
Yeah.
This nigga got business.
The way he fucking portrayed himself, bro, was dope. You know,
Crazy, right?
Was thought, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hood, but this nigga walking around with a suit, with some glasses,
Right.
with fucking perhaps bodyguard, or whatever the case was. Thank you, brother. I'm searching. My boy Cutz right here.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Thank you, brother. Whatever the case was, bro, like, I felt like if I'm gonna look up to you, that means I respect your image, your personality, your persona, the shit you done, the shit you're doing. You know what I mean? I don't go based off of fame only.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There's a package.
Yeah, because bro, famous barber, cool. But I'm talking about, I meet millionaires.
Right.
So when you compare a famous barber to a millionaire, I'm sorry, my boy, you don't got higher wings than the millionaire. But if you carry yourself better and bigger than the millionaire, to me, you're fucking crazy. God gave everybody a talent, a precision, a role, and if you move the right way, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna like that. But if you carry yourself as a nigga, I'm better than this, I don't like you already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because you pretend something that you're not.
Yeah, bro. Let's just say you got the title, you're famous. I don't give a fuck if you Instagram famous. I don't give a fuck if you got 1 million followers. I want to meet you for who you are.
Who you are, right?
And if it matches what you are, all praise, my respect. But I met motherfuckers and tell me, bro, they feel like I'm this, I don't give a fuck who you are. I met niggas that are this on Instagram, but at the end of the day, they ain't got shit, bro. You know what I mean? That's it. Any nigga could tell me I ain't nobody, that's cool. But I know I'm good with myself. I'm making a change in my community. I'm making change in people's lives, bro. An impact, and I'm fucking living good, bro. Who the fuck is the nigga everybody can talk about?
Look,
Yeah, that's when I studied him.
it was Pacino. Who the fuck is this nigga wearing a suit? And this nigga's a VIP in a fucking club, right?
Bro, yeah.
Then from there, the foods that stood out a lot, Fade Master and Edward Scissorhands. The two brothers.
They're my niggas right there, bro.
I was like, oh shit, these niggas are crazy. Then I met him for the first time in a Southgate competition. And that's when I started seeing, I was like, these niggas tough. Then from there, that I can remember, I think that was like, those are the ones that stood out to me, dude. You know, and since I still follow it, I was like, man, this is fucking wrong.
Edward and his brother, I feel like them niggas got so much talent, bro. They got so much talent. They're winning competitions left and right. They're becoming like real popular in the barber industry without anybody leading them, without anybody pushing them. And what I saw in them too was if they implement the business aspect on having a manager, or the business aspect of having their own products,
because I feel like they got a different swag, right? They got talent with it.
They're dope.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna hit you with some other shit. Clipper Hands was the first food to like motivate me to start dyeing my hair with.
Yeah, that nigga be doing some
This
color.
nigga had a yellow color, right? That's a unusual color to get. But this nigga, I'm thinking Master had
Fade Master?
Fade Master must have did the cut. It was black, but it was yellow, but it already grew in. This nigga gave him a fade.
Yeah.
That shit was
Fucking color set.
stupid, dude. And I was just like, hey, dog, this is dope. Being a barber, you could step out and do different shit. I started dyeing my hair red or blue, and it was because of him. Cisco, like, he don't know that. He impacted me in a swag type of way, right?
Because I follow his Instagram, so these fools will always stay on top of the game, bro. If next year is portraits, they're doing it. If next year is this, they're doing it. So these fools started like jumping the gun, but you know what? I'm about to dye hair. I'm gonna do green. I'm gonna do red. Barber didn't really know how to do that, but these niggas was already doing it. So look at the legal, like these niggas were like a game changer. And then they'll put other barbers up on the game where it's like, yo, let me learn from him, but implement my little twist on top of it. The Fame Master designs were similar to mine, but yo miraba los red, and now add a little twist.
Okay.
So I learned from that nigga too. I competed alongside, you know what I mean? And he'll see me and I'll see him, and it's that mutual respect. Because we both see each other start.
Look, I never talked with Edward, but I met Fame Master. Real cool ass dude, and I was like, oh shit, like, it's dope to see a person of that caliber being this humble, right?
Yeah, that nigga's humble.
Like for example, you, a person of this caliber, being this humble, being this cool, right? Like it hits differently. It hits different. We're like, man, this nigga's cool as fuck. I always like to call it like this nigga human. Right? Because there's niggas that step out the comfort zone, they no longer human. Well, I ain't human, dog. I'm an alien.
Them niggas be somewhere else, bro.
So when you talk to somebody that's actual human, now I'm a bigger fan. Right? So.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I know what you mean.
So, it's time for hey, I want to appreciate you. Thanks a lot, Wayne. You didn't have to do this, but you did. You accepted me. A couple of fools left me on red, but I don't take it personal because it's like,
fuck them niggas.
I don't take it personal because it's like, I gotta make my own.
Your own fucking path.
I gotta make my own path. So as soon as they hear from me, I have a feeling that they might like go back to that message like, hey, I left you on red.
Those are the first niggas that are gonna call you one day, bro. You know what I mean? Believe me when I tell you, those are the first niggas that are probably watching. That to say, the ones that don't, because in reality, the ones that are closest to you are probably the ones that are the most farthest to you when you turn around. You know what I mean? So if you feel like a fucking circle, or perhaps someone you thought you knew could have supported you and they didn't, cool. You don't retaliate. Don't be petty. Pero true colors will show sooner or later. Everybody's transparent, dog. You keep doing your shit, and I'm telling you, bro, like, next thing you know, my boy, you're gonna be doing some big shit, dog.
No, like, the fools that I hit up, let's say they're songwriters, blah, blah, blah. I feel like they pick. Cool. Like, I don't take it personal because I get it. Too. Like, I get it. Cool. I gotta make my name. I gotta make it.
Right? It's fine, dog.
Yeah, exactly. It inspires me. Cool. At least I'm building my resume without any, like, right? So, I get it. I'm a struggle. But, like I said, meanwhile, I'm having fun with you. Look, we've been here for a while, but I'm enjoying it.
I did tell you as 1 hour, but we doing it, bro. We having a good time.
Yeah, well, like I said, my bad. I appreciate your time, Wayne.
Nah, thank you for this, bro.
And
thank you, bro.
Anything else you want to say before I go?
Shit, pretty much.
The wisdom or some shit?
Yeah. Basically, whoever gets to listen to this full podcast, bro, you know, just kind of like understand that the barber industry is so huge. You don't gotta be behind a chair on your life. So many fucking avenues to approach: sponsorship, celebrities, ownership, fucking you know, social media, bro, YouTube, you know, etc. Or platforms, you know. It's so many different platforms that we can reach. Basically, those who take it serious will listen. You know what I mean? They'll listen, they'll grasp a little bit. And I guess it's a matter of their time, bro. Meeting the right people for the right opportunity. It's not a one person thing, you know, you need a team.
Right.
You fucking need a team. But before you get a team, people want to fuck with you for actually. What can I do for you? So motherfuckers, you know, make sure y'all know what to offer if y'all want to go that route. You gotta have value before you can make any move with anybody. And that's it, bro. I feel like once they get their head straight, they're gonna meet the right people at the right time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate that too, because I've been trying to build a team, but like I said, nobody's gonna believe in your dream as you, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, as you go on through your journey, there's gonna be fools that are gonna support you from the stands. Like, hey, fool, like I support you. I'm gonna listen to all your podcasts. I just don't have the time to be with you. No, that's dope. I appreciate that's already help. Dope, thank you. There are fools that are gonna say, hey, I'm gonna help you promote it.
Yeah, I'm with you, dog. Whatever you need.
But then when you're trying to promote down some language, but I'm busy playing Call of Duty, I'm busy like, you know, and it's like, it's fine, but you're the one that extended that hand, like, you know, like, so, like, nothing is personal, and no expectations. Like I said, I'm always grinding, so I'm a grinder too. You know, so like, if I have cuts, like I always tell people, I have certain amount of cuts, but I'm gonna always get them out the way, then I'm gonna do the podcast. There's no way I'm gonna stop anyway. So,
thank you, bro.
I want to appreciate you. Thanks a lot, fool. I look up to you. And like the barbers I mentioned, I really do, fool. And now that I met you, like even deeper, and you're a humble cat, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't into where you at. I appreciate you even more, dog.
Thank you, brother. Thank you a lot, man.
So thanks a lot, fool.
Real talk to me. Thank you, bro. God bless you.